One Iron Chef will be pitted against our challenger. Today's challenger was born in Dakar, Senegal, moved to America in the late 80s. The chairman welcomes Chef Pierre Thiam.
Chef Pierre Thiam, Senegal's gastronomy ambassador, summoned a cadre of close friends to his first gastronomic safari held in Senegal, West Africa, April 30th to May 5th, 2013. The occasion was the first international festival of local products and of African cuisine under the label of AfroEats. AfroEats activities occur at the gardens of the Grand National Theatre of Dakar. Chef Thiam's guests, chefs, made artistic and academic presentations and delighted the festival's patrons and merchants with a plethora of African diaspora, and novel global cuisine produced with local products. The King Fahd Hotel lent its kitchen to the guest chefs, and we are very thankful. Special thanks to the Senegal Ministry of Commerce, Industry and the Informal Sector, and Monsieur Apollinaire Manet, Executive Chef of the King Fahd Palace. In Dakar, Senegal.
Spirit is good, the pressure is high, but you know what, man, that's how it goes.
It's working.
The heat, if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen, right?
Okay, what are you preparing, chef?
And right now I'm preparing two salads. This salad is based out of fonio. I'm making it with parsley and mint and cucumbers, and I'm going to have a tamarind dressing.
How does it feel to be cooking in Dakar?
Oh, it's a great feeling, man. That's something I've always dreamed of doing, you know, and I'm happy to be home. And I'm happy to be home with my friends, the kitchen family, which transcends borders. We have people from Mexico, we have people from the United States, we have people from Cameroon, from Ivory Coast, from China. So, you know, it's a great communion, and we're all working together, and it's a beautiful food.
Could be the initial phase of that longer affair that we can perhaps bring more people, even if they are not professionals, to see and learn what we're doing?
Absolutely, that's the dream, actually. This is the first seed of a dream, and I think that's a tree that's going to grow. And at this stage, food, it doesn't matter if you're professional, if you're not. If you have the passion, that's just what it takes.
So Senegal is ready for you?
Senegal is ready for all of us.
All right.
Yes, we're going to be over 20 chefs coming from different parts, but there's also the nutritionist aspect, the scientific aspect. So we're going to learn an ancient food culture. We're going to learn. Polo is the name for fonio by the Dogon people. And the Dogon people are ancient people from Mali. And they call fonio the seed of the universe. And that's a grain that's been cultivated in Africa for over 5,000 years now. So right now, you're going to be introduced to this kind of grain, this kind of ingredients, fonio, millet, the fermentation of letetu, this kind of food techniques that are very ancient as well. Reconnecting with the essential. You know, food is vital, that's something we all share. And we think it began in Africa, where agriculture began. And that seed, fonio, is probably the oldest cultivated grain in the world, because it's in record the oldest cultivated grain in Africa. This is agriculture, more than likely began in Africa. That's where it all, you know.
Why why Senegal and
The access Senegal is central. We're going from New York, 7 hours access. It's a port country. It's always been a cross culture. Senegal is at the meeting of different culture because of its historic background. Senegal has been connected with Europe for over 500 years, but within Senegal itself, the Arabs began the intrusion into Africa by Senegal. So you have all these different cultures coming in. You know how each culture brings its cuisine. The first thing you bring with you is your food. So all these different cultures have brought some of their food influences into that country. So Senegal is a melting pot when it comes to cuisine. And obviously we also brought our cuisine to other parts of the world. The slave trade, Senegalese cuisine, you can be seeing in America, Mexico, Louisiana, Brazil. So that's the reason why Senegal is big.
Harvesting fonio. Threshing fonio grains. Fonio sprigs. Fonio seeds in its sprig. Fonio seeds. Cleaning fonio. Fonio husking machine. The machine can husk 50 kilograms of fonio per hour, while a woman can only process 1 kilo by hand in the same time. Unlike manual husking, the machine leaves little sand in husk fonio. The tedious nature of this task, coupled with its own low yield, have led to cultivation being virtually abandoned in areas where it was traditionally the staple cereal. Fonio grains are minute.
Landed in Dakar. Everyone is here. Jen, Rich, Samuel, Max, Dave, Jessica, Alex, and Chef Abdul. And we're about to start AfroEats. AfroEats start. It began already. It began last year.
Yeah,
right?
like
2 years ago exactly. It's been a while getting there. Actually, Jen can tell you much about it because she saw the beginnings. She actually is the origin of the name. Remember?
Yes.
AfroEats. So now we're here. Tomorrow we start. Tomorrow we'll be just getting into the groove of discovering Senegalese flavors. It was to regroup people from different backgrounds but all connected to food. The mission of AfroEats is to promote and showcase the local cuisine of West Africa, the local ingredients, the local grains. The idea, so we have chefs, obviously, we have nutritionists who are involved, we have food writers, we have historians of food, and we have those people who are involved in the transformation of food. So mostly women are involved in that in Senegal. So it's about many ingredients like fonio that are not really known to the West yet, but and that are pretty much disappearing unless AfroEats succeeds in what we're trying to do, which is save those grains, save those ingredients and introduce them and promote them. And those ingredients are fantastic. Each of them has an amazing amount of nutritional values. They all, fonio for instance, just to take that one, is gluten-free, protein-packed, and it's unknown pretty much. Amazing, because that's one of the fastest maturing grain in the world, and it could be the answer to world hunger because of the fact that it's
The baobab tree, it's like the fruit, you can use it from the skin of the fruit to the...
yeah, everything.
You use it for everything, you know.
Not only the fruit, the whole tree.
Yeah, the whole tree. Actually.
The whole tree, the bark, the leaves, everything is used.
When you see
Some of Chef Thiam's invited friends included the following: Chef Christian Abigan,
Télé africaine.
Nous revoilà encore, c'est reparti pour une saison.
Pour ce deuxième opus, Star
Première émission de Star Chef. Christian Abbey, que peut-on dire concernant le niveau des candidats cette année?
Il y a quelques révélations spécifiques qui sont en place. Il y a de la matière.
Manhattan, man. Manhattan, Lower East Side. Lower East Side.
Looking at Dave Arnold. He's part of a vanguard of cutting-edge chefs, instructors, and bartenders using science and high-tech tools.
A centrifuge, an immersion circulator, chamber vacuum is pretty much. And liquid nitrogen. Don't forget your liquid nitrogen.
Des composants des aliments. Et moi je ne parlerai que du chocolat parce que je connais d'autres choses, mais faites très attention.
Eh bien, à quelques jours des fêtes de Noël, à quelques jours des fêtes de fin d'année, on entre de plein pied dans la gourmandise chocolatée. Nous sommes aujourd'hui avec Michael Azous, chocolatier, qui nous vient de Vesoul.
Alors, il y a deux sortes de chocolat. Il y a Ghana et Cameroun, je crois. Oui, c'est ça. Et l'autre, c'est le Miranga. Moringa. Merci. Voilà.
Anita Lowe. I am from New York City. I have a restaurant called Musa in the West Village.
Nice to see you. This is so great. And I love the first quote on the back. Praise for Anita Lowe. Listen.
It's because it's very hard to find normally like strong flour from England. When I was in London, I have a very good flour.
Jennifer Sitt. I work for Lake Isle Press, a cookbook publisher in New York.
Trish Levinson, and I can't cook, but luckily I live with her and she can.
She's professor of English at Queens College, CUNY. She was the inaugural scholar in residence in the Ray Charles Chair in African American Culture at Dillard University in New Orleans. She's a linguist, writer, and culinary historian. And Jessica Harris's latest book, High on the Hog, A Culinary Journey from Africa to America, has just been published by Bloomsbury. It's already received mouth-watering reviews.
Eric from Manhattan.
Chef Eric Simeon. Eric, how you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So you've traveled all around this country.
I have.
You have a lot of experience. How would you describe the food that they'd find?
Well, I'd say it's a new American cuisine. I draw from a lot of different influences, all the places that I've lived and worked, the people that I've known.
Right.
Is it going?
Huh?
Is it going?
It's a going, my brother.
All right, man.
Unique. Every dish is a unique dish.
Like most about a bistro is the food. It's a really interesting fusion of Senegalese, American, French cuisine.
My name is Johnny, and I work at a bistro Dakar, where it's great food and it's a family atmosphere.
Cette belle initiative du ministère du Commerce, de l'Industrie et du secteur informel. Il y aura ensuite le mot du président de la commission de l'UEMOA, M. Cheikh Ali Ousmane. Mon message qui sera délivré par son représentant ici présent, M. Alain Faustin-Bogo. Et après toutes ces allocutions,
qui pouvait se passer sans bien ni ce que les gens disent. Sans détirer du temps.
Karim
Hello, Mr. Cameron.
Here we are in Bao, and we're about to visit this factory. My friend Valerie, she's a pioneer. She's this young lady from Senegal. She's a pioneer in using local products, local fruits, all organic. And she's making fruits. She's out of fruits like ditak, mangoes, tamarind, all kind of hibiscus, Jamaica flower, like you call it in Mexico. And she has a promising product.
The gastronomic safari, under the guidance of Chef Pierre Thiam, visited Ker Musa Abbey. A description at www.soundstrue.com follows. In 1963, 9 monks from the French monastery of Saint Pierre of Salesmes, a centuries-old stronghold of the ancient Gregorian plain chant tradition, journeyed to remote Senegal to establish a Benedictine abbey. Ker Musa Abbey, as it is known to the local villagers, means House of Moses. From the day of their arrival, the monks of the Ker Musa have investigated the convergent musical worlds and created a remarkable new lineage in the 1,000-year-old choral music tradition. On Ker Musa, they weave the rhythms and instrumental textures of Africa with traditional Western plain chant, sung in French and Wolof, the language of the region. They perform choral works in the daily masses accompanied on koras, African lutes handmade by the brothers, tabala, a large Mauritanian camel skin drum, balafon, a malinke instrument similar to the xylophone, tom-tom, and flute. The members of the Gastronomic Safari visited various areas of the monastery, from the orchards to workshops. We saw their facilities and the place where they produce cheese. We enjoy our tour. Welcome to the feast with local delicacies planted, grown, and processed by the Musa brothers. The brothers treated the Gastronomic Safari members to a feast with a definite African, West African, Senegalese, or Wolof accent. Crystallized ginger, ginger champagne, hibiscus jam and wine, the finest goat cheese and dry fruits, among other delicacies. Lake Ritva, or Lac Jose as it is known by the locals, is separated only by some narrow dunes from the Atlantic Ocean, and as expected, its salt content is very high. Its salinity content compares to that of the Dead Sea, and during the dry season exceeds it. Its distinct pink color is caused by the Dunaliella salina bacteria, which is attracted by the lake's salt content. The bacteria produces a red pigment in order to absorb the sunlight, thus giving the lake its unique color. Its color is especially visible during the dry season, which lasts from November to June, and less during the rainy season, July-October. All places we visited were awesome and full of life and spirit. One in particular had a special dimension: the market, where the business of life has taken place since time immemorial. The market and its live food, the opportunity to share the space with people close to the earth and her elements, who transpire the beautiful tones of the Tarenga spirit that peoples the land of Senegal. May the ancestors be lauded for their heritage to humanity. Among others, their gastronomic endowments are invaluable, and all the ingredients to reproduce these culinary songs or prayers of yestertime, today, and tomorrow are cultivated, farmed, fished, etc. locally. The central market of Dakar possessed the distinct aromas of an exquisite taste. The fish, shellfish, goat, chickens, rice, millet, cassava, chilies, onions, ginger, oils from palm, olives, cilantro, jalapenos, habaneros, potatoes, carrots, and many other products that I will recognize in the coming years.
L'origine de la culture du riz au Mexique est la gastronomie du riz.
And let the image.
There
were various academic presentations in the conference rooms of the Grand National Theatre of Dakar.
The object of this presentation is simply to tie knowledge and to erase ignorance in hopes of developing a type of tourism. I don't like the word tourism, but it's a type of tourism nevertheless that we want to call developmental tourism, where people will come and learn about the origins of food.
Muchas gracias. Hace un gran placer de oírle hablar de restauración. El arroz, que es una relación cultural también y una relación de colaboración en el restaurante. Gracias. Muchas gracias, chef. Est-ce que c'est une page de l'histoire qui est connue des Mexicains et peut-être dans les écoles, parce que c'est quand même une liaison formidable qui serait normale dans
He wants to know is if it's taught in schools, because this is a very important link that everybody in both societies should know.
This is not taught in our schools.
Donc, c'est pas enseigné dans nos écoles.
It is a shame.
C'est une honte. Mais les gens ne le font pas. C'est honteux, mais on n'enseigne pas cela dans les écoles.
Mexicans,
Les Mexicains,
as well as a good portion of Latin Americans,
aussi bien une grande part des Latino-Américains,
are developing now
sont en train de mettre sur point,
pride,
donc de développer une fierté.
Towards our African heritage.
Une fierté pour notre héritage africain.
And the purpose of
Et
this
la pédagogie de cet enseignement
is to help recognize
est réellement pour donc amener les gens, pour les aider à comprendre et à reconnaître
these origins,
les origines,
to restore the memory,
pour restaurer les mémoires
and give us
et nous donner
a channel
une voix
to communicate.
Okay, Chef, how's it going? All right?
Yeah, it's going all right. It's going all right. The spirit is good, the pressure is high. You can stand the heat and stay out of the kitchen, right?
But you work here in Dakar?
Yeah, I work for myself, my own business, who call it Musa, just like a degree.
Wande katar no mo yake chibirke, tu sapale como yasik, lua nyokomo.